Okay, awesome. So today we'll be sharing how to build passive income, And, talking about passive income, before you can talk about passive income, really, you need to talk about active income. Okay, why do I say that? I say that because passive income doesn't just come without some initial work that has gone down. Yeah, and I'm going to take a couple of seconds to just define what active income means, define what passive income means. Okay, let me just try and make one or two other people co-hosts so that they can help me invite people while I focus on the business of today's conversation. All right, so so I was saying that before you talk about passive income, if something is passive, that means you don't need to work for you to get it. If something is passive, that means effort is not directly being made at that instant for you to get what is passive to you. Okay, there are two kinds of income. There is active income and there is passive income. There is active income and there's passive income. So before you can talk about passive income, there has to be active income. And what is active income? A typical example of active income, I'm going to share with you very briefly, shortly in my next one or two slides. Yeah, so, so there was this research that was carried out in the US. 100 people the survey was carried out in the US, over 100 people within a 40-year period. In developed countries, data, it's easy to get data, it's easy to measure, all of those things are really easy, much easier to do. So there was this research, this survey carried out over a 40-year period within looking at what do you call it now? Looking at a sample size of 100 people. So the focus was on 100 people, and this research was carried out on them over a 40-year period. Okay, when this research started, they were 25. By the time this research was done, they were 65. Yeah, so over a 40-year period. So now, what did they find out after a 40-year period? They discovered that at 65, these 100 people, out of these 100 people, 54 of them were financially dependent at age 65. Being financially dependent means that you are depending on your children, like in this part of the world. Yesterday I just got chatting with one of my big guys at the top. He's based in Australia, and he was talking about the environment there, how a child has done you the best good in this world. When you are old, the best good your child can do for you is to put you in the car and take you to home care, where you just drop you there, and the child has done his or her best for you. Your child has done his or her best for you by driving you and dropping you at the place where they will take care of you, and he's not going to come back, and that's the best that he has done. Okay, but this research shows that, at 65, 54 out of 100 people were dependent. So the child that the parent that the child goes to drop at home care has become the responsibility of the government. So at 65, 54 were dependent. Either dependent on their children, dependent on the government, just dependent on one person or the other. Okay, at 65, 54, that's more than half. Okay, that says that more than half of the 100 people were still dependent financially. They could not take care of themselves. Yeah, so they had to have somebody take care of them. Out of these 100 people, 16 were still working. 16 of them were still working because they had to just keep working to make ends meet. They had to just keep working so that they would not have to fall into the category of those people who are dependent on children, dependent on government. So 16 of them were still working. Please, my co-host, please, can you help me mute somebody there? There's somebody who is unmuted and it's distracting a bit. Thank you. Okay, so out of the 100 people, 24 of them were dead. Of course, life happens, maybe ill health, one thing or the other, stuff happens. I mean, so out of the 100 people, 24 of them were dead. Out of these 100 people at age 65, 5 were independent. Only 5 out of 100 people didn't need anybody to take care of them financially. They didn't need help. They didn't need aids. They didn't need, they had enough resources to be able to take care of themselves. And only one person out of 100 people at age 65 was financially free. So that means out of 100 people, only one person was earning enough passive income to be able to take care of their living expenses. Only 1%. Only 1%. Okay, if you are still following me, please type 1%. If you are still following me, please type 1%. And this is in America where things work. This is in America where they have systems that work. Okay, where you can plan and all of that. So more than half still dependent, 16 still, had to work. It's just like, okay, you stopped working as I don't know, maybe you stopped working at the university or whatever, or a private school, and you just have to go and teach in another place. Or maybe you were working with the government, and then when you retired, you just had to look for a private establishment to work. 54 dependent, 16 still working, 24 are dead, 5% are independent, and 1% is free. That is a reality. That's what happens. Okay, and that's in America where things work. And you know what happens is this kind of conversation, people don't listen to you when you're talking about this, when they're still 30, when they're still 35, when they're still 40, when they're still 45, when they're still 50. They're not even listening to this kind of conversation. They still feel that we are going to be okay. We are going to be okay. Financially, we're okay. But when people are nearing retirement, that's when they were listening to conversations. That's when they are attending seminars. That's when they're saying, time is going, time has gone. But no, that's not how it's done. So this research shows us that we need to think way ahead. Like I said earlier, I said I was going to show us the differences between active and passive income. And that's where rubber meets the road. Okay, what is active income? What is passive income? How do I ensure that I put myself in a place where I'm not disadvantaged? So if you look at this table, this slide before me, it shows us two sides. To the right is passive income. To the left, you have active income. And also to my right here, you can see, this table here is called the cash flow quadrants. It's a quadrant, meaning that it's divided into 4. Okay, and on the top right corner, you have the business owner. The lower right corner, you have the investor. Those are the people that are earning passive income. Income that they don't have to work part-time to earn it. It's not their direct, immediate work that gives them that income. That's why it's called passive income. Okay, to the left, you have active income, AKA no work, no pay. Okay, if you don't show up at work, you have a job, you don't show up at work and you don't have a leave, okay, where things are working properly, you're not going to be paid for that day. It's going to be taken out of your salary. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's start from the left. The left side where you have active income, you have the employee. The employee has a job. Okay, the employee is being paid for their time on the job. Okay, down there you have the self-employed. The self-employed person, averagely, will be the person that says, I don't want to be saying yes sir to people. I want to have my own business. I want to be the guy of my business, as if it was that easy. Okay, it comes with its own fair share of work as well. Okay, you have the self-employed who either owns a job or a business. Okay, still talking about the left side, what are the things that characterize the employee and the self-employed? Hard work on the employee, for example. You have to work, the time. You have to deliver on your work. There's no security. That means if the business has issues and they need to downsize, man, they have to downsize. They will just say, but sorry, we need to downsize. This is a business decision. It's nothing personal. We need to shed some weight so that the business can be kept afloat, so that blah, blah, blah. And then they can tell you, say go, babe, see you later in life. So there's no security. Okay, even the business itself, They're just doing the business, hoping that they will be able to stay in business. So the business is not secure in itself. There's no security really for the person that is working the job, because it's dependent on how well the business is doing. Okay, so there's hard work involved in being an employee, no security, and averagely there's no time. Okay, averagely there's no time. I mean, in a city like Lagos or in major cities of the world, you see that a lot of people spend a lot of time commuting, especially post-COVID. In fact, for organizations that, I have friends that work in multinationals, and they tell you, man, this working from home is a scam. You just feel that I'm at home. Forget it. Oh. You will do meeting. You know that kind of meeting where you will sit down. You must show your face. Video must be showing. You understand? And they have to be looking at you. You can't say, oh, I will remove my video and those kind of things. So your time, you give your time to work. And if you are not careful, you can see the man that is in the rolling here. That's what is called the rat race. Before you know what was happening, you work for 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. Okay? It can really be something. Okay, and averagely, the person who works a job and doesn't do anything else is in a rat race. You are not creating an opportunity at the side for you and an exit plan, because they are going to exit you anyways. So, I mean, you need to have a plan to be able to stand on your own. All right, so the self-employed person is the person who owns a business. For me, this is even, I mean, especially in the early days, is a lot more work. Because if you are trying to bootstrap and you're trying to, take the business off the ground, you may incur large debts in getting the business off the ground. You may have insufficient funds. You need to pay staff. I mean, and sometimes when you are just starting, you are the cleaner, you are the accountant, you are the, you are the everything. You are the finance person, you are the supplier, the marketer, you are everything. So being self-employed comes with its own, it also consumes your time as well, and you can really be in huge debts and have insufficient funds. And stress, if you look at the downside part here, because you are the one doing everything technically, it can be extremely stressful being a self-employed person. Now, am I condemning any of this? No, we're just trying to highlight the things that characterize these different categories so that we can be informed on time and we can make informed decisions and we don't get stuck in one part of the quadrant. So that's the left side of the quadrant where you have active income. Passive income is to the right, where you have business owner and you have the investor. Now, on the left side that we just finished talking about, 95% of people there are struggling for 5% of the wealth. That's what makes it. So there's hard work there, there's stress there, there's, there are so many things there that are not exciting. And 95% of people are there struggling for 5% of the wealth. There are a lot of people on this side. Many people are on this side. Okay, so the desirable side to be is on the right side. If you are still following me, please type in the comment section in the chat box, right side. Move to the right side. Now, talking about the right side, which is the business owner and the investor. Who is the business owner? Some people, they have a business, they have two people that are working for them, and they say they're a business owner. You are not yet a business owner. If it is only you that waka come, you are not yet a business owner. Araulua, you are not yet a business owner. You are still a self-employed person. Yeah? You are still a self-employed. Sorry, my boy wants to do the class with us today. Let me just get somebody to pick him up. All right. So if you're a business owner, it means that you own a system and people work for you. You own a system and people work for you. For you to call yourself a business owner, it means that you have nothing less than 500 people on your team. Okay, so we can call it Dangote, and Adenuga. Those are the people that are business owners, yeah? They own a system of people. They leverage on people's time and effort, to work their system for them. So that's a business owner. They have a system and they have people that work for them. The ideal number here is 500. Also on the down corner here, the investor has a lot of money and the person is making their money work for them. In this part of the world, some people say, I have 100K and I want my money to work for me. 100K naira, please. I'm not talking about dollars. If you have 100,000 naira and you say you want to make your money work for you, that is what we call money abuse. Your money is not yet enough to work for you. That money is still a baby. It's still a newborn. When we're talking about being an investor, we're talking in millions. Okay, we're talking about money in millions. And you know the thing about this part is that 5% of people here have access to 95% of the world's wealth on this right side. And the things that characterize this right side are easy work, because people are doing this for them. Easy work, there's stability, there's spare time. Take him. There's easy work, there's stability, there's spare time, no debts, plenty of money. That's for the investor. No debt, plenty of money, and freedom. Okay, plenty of money and freedom. And 5% of people in the world have access to 95% of the world's wealth. We can see on the left, there's stress. On the right, there's freedom. Okay, remember what I said earlier. You need to tell yourself, I need to move to the right side. I need to move to the right side. All right, so that's so this is the crux of our conversation today. I will just show you in a bit the ways that we can be able to plug ourselves into either of course, the way to really plug ourselves into the right side is what we want to talk about today. How we can build passive income. What are the ways available? Okay, if we're on the left side, don't beat yourself up, or just know that 95% of people are struggling for the 5% of the world's wealth on that side. So you don't want to stay there for long. You want to move to the right side. That is the place to be. All right, so now there are 5 ways. Broadly, there are 5 ways to be able to create passive income. There are 5 ways to ensure that you are on the right side. 5 ways. And the first way is real estate. Real estate, you know, sometimes some people say, COVID has shown you that real estate is this and that. It's not true. Real estate is still the baba. Yeah? Because even now, people are trying to find creative ways to ensure that, you know, they can work virtually and all of that. And now we have people having co-working space, virtual office arrangements, you know, all of those things. So real estate is still, and the wealthiest people in the world, they own prime real estate. So anything that will make people still use their properties, they will really still go for it, right? So real estate is good. Everybody desires to have real estate. If you have land now, you want to have a house. If you have a house, you want to have 2. If you have 2, you want to have 3. Okay? Because with real estate, you can enjoy some very delicious leverage. Even though it sounds exciting, it sounds good, okay, but not everybody can afford it. Okay? The capital is high, and sometimes you can, by chance, maybe you got an inheritance. You know, I was having a conversation yesterday, somebody who lost her dad, you know, got a property, as the will was read 2 days ago, and she inherited a property from her dad. Yeah, so for her now, I mean, she inherited that property. So by some level of chance, she owns real estate, okay? So it's possible that by chance you can own real estate, and if you don't earn it by chance, you need to cough out the money to make it happen. So it's high capital, it's not accessible to majority of the people. For example, many people on the left side desire to have real estate, but many people don't have it yet. Okay, the second one is paper investments. Paper investments and fixed deposits. Paper investments, and of course, for real estate, what makes the income passive? What is the passive income that comes from real estate? It is rent. When the real estate is producing money for you on a monthly or on a yearly basis, then you are earning passive income from your rent. When you are living inside the real estate, you are not earning passive income. You are living inside your real estate. But when you are earning rent from passive income, then when you are earning rent from real estate, then you are earning passive income. So that's the first thing. Number 2, paper investments. Paper investments and fixed deposits. Okay. From time to time, I get text messages, alerts of dividends from investment. Some of those dividends are like 150 naira, some are 83 naira, some are 210 naira. You know, those kind of monies that when you join everything together, you now wonder, what can I use it to buy? Maybe airtime. Yeah? So for you to earn correct residual income from paper investments, you have to put in a lot of money, high capital. There's also chance. Interestingly, this person I was telling you guys about, who got real estate from the dad, also had shares transferred to her first son as inheritance. So you can also earn, you can also have passive income by chance. But you and I know that how many people is it that by chance, oh, you just got a property? Some of us were not born into wealthy homes or that kind of thing. Of course, this Baba that died and his willing property and all of that, I think it was 89. It was 89 when he passed. So there's a chance thing there, and there's high capital involved. If there's high capital involved, if you want to live on the passive income that comes from the paper investments. For me now, I cannot live on 210 naira. I cannot live on 83 naira. I cannot live on 150 naira. So for me to earn a couple of millions as passive income from paper investment, I need to put in some hundreds of millions. So it can take high capital. Thirdly, number 3 is automated business. Talking about automated business, I give an example of Dangote, I give example of Denuga and some other people, but I'd like to move a little bit, maybe abroad, talk about Bill Gates, talk about Steve Jobs, talk about those people who can technically resign from their business. Yeah, can resign from their business and don't need to work at it anymore because they've created a system. That's what we call automated business. You have created a proper system, you can resign, you can have CEO, you can have all of that. For that to happen, be sure, you and I know that you must have put in decades of work. A lot of money has gone in there. There's a lot of skill required to be able to build a proper system that can give you correct passive income from an automated business. So this is also not accessible to majority of people around. Number 4, we have intellectual property. Intellectual property means I wrote a song and that song hits. And that song is what? Whatever the song is. And they were buying the CD. Yeah? Some people now, they have passed. Michael Jackson is gone. Yeah? Whitney Houston is gone. But their songs are still selling. Royalties are still coming in. The family members are still living large on the royalties. That's what intellectual property is all about. You write a book and your book is, what's the name of this book? Maybe Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's still any royalties on the book, even though many people are pirating it, or it's still any royalties on it. That's intellectual property. Or maybe these days, in the days of fintech, you build an app and people are making money, and you are making money as people are downloading your app. That's intellectual property. So, but in this particular one, high fame is involved. You need to be famous. People need to know you to be able to get your stuff. Then time is required to be able to build something really solid that can be making you passive income. Then chance is also there. You just need to get lucky. Somebody needs to just, you need to get lucky. And finally is network marketing. Now, network marketing is quite unique in one of the ways, as one of the ways that one can create passive income. Why do I say that? I say that because of all the ways that I mentioned here earlier, it's the one that has the lowest barrier to entry. It has the lowest barrier to entry, meaning that you don't need special education to do it. You don't need special skill to do it. You don't need years of experience to be able to do it. You don't need a lot of money to be able to do it. So it's accessible to 90% of the population of the world. You can start with this. And research has shown that this industry has created the highest number of millionaires in the world till date. Okay, so it really literally can take people from nobodies to become somebodies. Okay, once they have been able to identify a product that works, a company that has a solid system, and they can make amazing things happen for themselves. So these are majorly the 5 ways to be able to create passive income. And like I said, passive income is income that you earn without your immediate active work. So for network marketing, you can build a system for a couple of years, sometimes 5, sometimes 10, sometimes 15 years, and then you have stopped working actively at the business and you're still earning a very decent passive income, something that can sustain your lifestyle. Okay, so that's what makes network marketing an interesting one, as different from all these other categories that we have spoken about. So like I said, we have real estate, paper investments and fixed deposits, automated business, intellectual property, and network marketing. Now, I know that network marketing is one of the most misunderstood industries in the world because people have bastardized it, because people misrepresent it, okay? But it remains one of the fairest models when it comes to being able to have distribution, or being able to push value, or being able to create and build a community of people and have, a lifestyle that you would not be able to have, if, you didn't engage in that. I usually tell people that, I'm the last person that would say that I would be doing network marketing. But if I look at myself, yeah, and I look at within my immediate family, I have a few sisters and I have a brother, okay? Like technically all of them are abroad, yeah. But I've been in Nigeria, like, of course I travel a lot, but I've been in Nigeria for the most part. And I discovered that looking at myself and how well traveled I've been, okay, maybe that I've been to about maybe 17 countries of the world. I think about 11 of them, I went on all expenses paid vacation via a network marketing company. My sisters who stay abroad have not been to one over whatever countries I've been to, okay? And this for me is lifestyle. This is because I'm doing a business, I'm building something, okay? And I've been able to have access, to that, okay? And those are things that otherwise, if I want to go to 10 countries, I know how much these things cost. I know, I will check. Of course, I've been to other countries that were not all expenses paid. Maybe I have family there. I just go for vacation with family and all, But network marketing is a very fair model, and if done properly, has the capacity to give you lifestyle that you otherwise will not be able to enjoy. Okay, it gives leverage and so much more. Okay, and what is the platform we're talking about today as I begin to wrap up this evening? Okay, if you are here, I already said it earlier, we're here courtesy of the Green Mondays platform. Okay, and this Green Mondays is a community, okay, that is focused on inspiring, connecting, and empowering us to achieve our dreams. Yeah, so you can see vacation there, you can see cars, you can see travels, you can see money, you can see houses. Yeah, and what does this mean? It means that whatever your mind can conceive. If you say, okay, in this business, just some people say, because only business, yeah, because only business, yeah. For example, if you say water business, there are people that are making billions on water that we're using to drink and all of that every day. Okay, so there's money in every business. That's what I usually tell people. How willing are you to be able to drive? How willing are you to drive it, yeah, and to make a statement with it? Yeah, so in the Green Mondays, our vision, like I said, our mission is to inspire, connect, and empower you to achieve your dreams. And like I also mentioned at the beginning, I said we have a two-pronged approach. And our two-pronged approach is, on one hand, we have health, and on the left side, we have wealth. Okay, talking about health, we have our products called the Reader range of products. Okay, something happened in the past 2-3 days, and it has just blown my mind. Yeah. Okay, I've been in a summit for about 3-4 days now, and on the second or third day, I just walked up to the person that put together the summit because he had gotten some of the products, he had used it, he had called me and said, he wanted to get the products for some of his friends. They kept coming back, blah blah blah. I just approached him and I said, I want to give everybody on this summit a bottle of Reader. He said, wow, I wanted to do that. By the time I did the calculation of how much I was going to spend, I was going to be giving all these products out to 500 people. Okay, but I just said, yeah, let me just do it. Okay, in that summit, people came from different parts of the world. They came from Australia, they came from the UK, they came from the US, people came from different parts of the world, okay, for that summit. Okay, so I just went ahead, packaged it, and got them, to get the products. And I've been getting calls since yesterday. Okay, somebody from Australia just called me and said, yeah, he wants to do this. He wants to, he's, I think he's a senator or something. He wants to take this to Australia. He wants to share with this. He wants to, are you ready to register this products? You want to take, and and I'm just like, I got a call also this morning as I was preparing to go to church from somebody in the UK who also attended the summit. And he said, I used that product. I slept so well. And I want to get more of the products. Okay. So, sometimes and that's what makes what blows my mind really about these products, there are products that I can give it out and know that it will come back. It will bring many after its kind. If you're a distributor here and you calculate 500 bottles or 250 mils, you know how much money that means. But I have no doubt that it's going to come back in plenty folds. That's how amazing our products are. Okay, so and these products have strong antioxidant properties. Most disease health issues that happen to people is traceable to oxidative stress, free radicals, and all of that. And these products go to the cellular level, mops up those free radicals, and takes care of a lot of health issues. Okay, you can see here repairing damaged cells, catalyst for other blends, boost immunity, antioxidants, anti-diabetic, and all of that. Okay, and like I said, oxidative stress is at the root of many things that happen to us. And the things that cause oxidative stress is part of our average daily lifestyle, our diet, our medications, air pollutant, water, stress, lack of good nutrition, excessive or insufficient exercise, exposure to toxins, we are not taking enough fruits and vegetables, and so on and so forth. At least almost everybody here will have two things that they are not very comfortable with, that they are exposed to on a day-to-day basis. And as a result of that, we all have need to take antioxidants. It is not luxury. It needs to be part of our lifestyle. And we have a range of products. Like I shared earlier, that one I shared earlier is our flagship product. This forms the other products. There's also more. There's a tea, which is not here. Okay, we have the Artemisia tea, we have the eucalyptus tea, we have the Reader Cleanser, Reader Restore, Fat Burner, Fire, Balm, and so on and so forth. We have an amazing range of products, and we get a lot of testimonies, a lot of testimonies, yeah? And these products are just simply, when you're doing a business and you know that this business that I'm doing is just a correct business, yeah? Because people are going to buy, they're going to say thank you anyways, and it's going to work for them. Yeah, so those are the products in the nutshell. Now, yes, we have the Lily's hair cream and so on and so forth. Thank you, Madam Hadiza from Sokoto. I see you. Well done. Yeah, so as we wrap up, what is the business side? How can I make money from this? How can I make active income? How can I make passive income from this business? How can I build in such a way that I can enjoy passive income? We shared earlier, network marketing is one way that is accessible to most people to be able to build. You may have real estate, you're not really earning enough to take care of your living expenses. I think you need to take a closer look at network marketing. Everybody refers people, and averagely people don't get paid for it. So why will I have a good product, for heaven's sake, not share it, not earn on top of it? I think we're doing ourselves a disservice if we're not doing that. Okay, so this table gives us an idea of what is possible, what can be earned. You can see active income here. That's the one you do that has to do it. I do it, I get the money immediately. Then there's leveraged passive income. It means that as I build a community of people who will use the products, who will recommend it to their people, I'm building a community of people. And as they are doing that, I get paid a commission. Okay, so as my community grows bigger and bigger, and my commission gets bigger as well. Then you have passive income. Averagely, we have about 13 to 15 ways where you can earn. And on this table, we have about 7 of those ways shared. If you look to the extreme right, you can see the yellow columns there. That represent the total of what you can earn, either on a weekly basis, depending on how you want to drive, or on a monthly basis. Some people even want to drive it on a yearly basis and do jelenke. This income possibilities exist, okay, and you can get to earn this much in this opportunity, okay, by working with 4 people. We call it the power of 4. Currently, we're on a drive to go to Dubai. And this table represents what you can do working with 4 people to build a community of users who will use and recommend to their own communities as well. And as we gradually build, it's as simple as somebody buys a carton of the bitters and the person is in. Yeah, the person is already a distributor, and from there, we can take it on from there. Yeah, so from buying to use, you can actually become a part of the community. We can build, we can go on from there. In October, the company intends to take 80 people to Dubai. Yeah, the company intends to take 80 people to Dubai, and really just basically based on building a community of users. And as you build, you earn income and you go to Dubai, you have more than enough shopping money, yeah, to make Dubai an amazing experience. Dubai is a place that somebody should be going like every quarter. Because if you go to Dubai every quarter, you will be seeing new things, yeah. Dubai is just a place that, you don't want to be out of touch with. So this forms the income potential of what is available uh, with using the gold pack. The gold pack is one of the ways that you can come in. And how can you come in? I mean, if you're a guest here and you're thinking, okay, I've heard you, this sounds okay, I want to give it a try, I want to be able to push this along with what else I do. How do I come in? These are the ways to come in. Okay, these are the ways to come in. We have the bronze pack, which is the lowest level, is 40,000. We have the silver pack, which is 75,000. We have the gold pack, we have platinum pack, and we have the VIP pack. The VIP pack is 750,000. And it gives you the highest number of points for this Dubai trip. So if you are looking at it, you want to ensure that you come in at as high a level as possible. Okay, so if you're on this call and you want to start this journey and you have heard, okay, I can come in at the gold level, platinum. Yeah, okay, I think I want to be able to come in at this level. Please contact the person that invited you. Why do we say that? Why do we call poor? What do we call poor in the Green Mondays? Poor is spelled P-O-O-R. It means passing over opportunities repeatedly. I dare say that the people who were in that survey, yeah, people that were in that survey, the 54% that were still dependent, they spent a good chunk of their lives passing over opportunities repeatedly. Just whether, well, I have a good job, I think I'm earning well, I will be okay. Yeah, and by the time they discover that, there were some opportunities I had that I should have taken advantage of, it was already late. Okay, so poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. Please do not let this opportunity pass you by. We would love, love, love for you to join us in the green community, okay, because the more the merrier. We also know that the value that we have available in the green community will be of immense benefit to you, okay? I shared it in a bit, the health and wealth side of the Green Mondays, but we also have the purely wealth side that gives you opportunities to invest in, that gives you access to invest in global opportunities in the digital, the cryptocurrency space. That also exists within the Green Mondays. So if you are here and you really want to make more income, you want to make more extra income, you want to make more passive income, you want to make more income, you are in the right place. Okay, plug in. There's more to the Green Mondays than I've shared. Trust me, there's a lot that is available through this platform that will be of immense benefit to you. So please, if this sounds like something that you would like to plug in, don't do analysis paralysis, right? Don't analyze and paralyze. Join us. It's going to be an amazing decision for you, and it's going to make year 2022 a year, where you are really, really, you're really excited that you took that move. There's a lot available within the Green Mondays. We'd love for you to join us, and we know that it's going to be of immense benefit to you as well.